What's going on YouTube? What's going on you guys? Today is day 20 of madness. Let's just take a chance to just soak that in. Today's day 20. If you guys see me have this little band here, this video is gonna be a little bit different. So I'm showing you guys how to do crossovers, how to do shots, how to go into game situationals, how to be prepared to play against your competition. But one of the biggest things I need you guys to do is prepare your body properly. Growing up and playing for years at this sport, I think I figured out the perfect pregame warm-up, pre-workout warm-up to get you prepared for what you need to do and how to access your muscles properly. And I know you're probably watching this video like, Matt, I don't want to see this, I don't want to hear this. But if you see players like LeBron James, Chris Paul, you want to have that longevity. You want to figure out how to have that longevity. And I'm going to show you with this band and just a couple of movements, things that you can do to get you prepared for the basketball game and kill your competition. All right, don't be lazy. Grab yourself a little band like this, medium, give you a little restriction. Let's get on this baseline. So if you guys are at this part of the video, I want you guys to put this band around your ankles that you guys see. I have this here. First, you're gonna start out with Sumo Steps. Sumo Steps helps you open up these hips and get you laterally prepared for exploding out into a crossover or exploding out into a defensive position. You get a couple of steps, you're gonna go to the top of the key, go backwards. Make sure you keep your knees bent. Get out. I'm telling you, if you've never done this move before, when you actually get to it, it's gonna definitely open up your hips and get you prepared for more movement. It's a good engagement. If you guys are wondering why one of the first steps I did was one of the Sumo Steps, because like I said, it helps me explode out into my movement. And just to show you guys a movement that it'll put you in, it's simple. This here. This launch here allows me to get an explosive step past my defender. And what I want to do is have that little advantage. So priming this muscle before I get into a game and before this player actually knows what they're doing puts us at an advantage. So as you can see, this is no different than Sumo Steps. You want to stay engaged, stay primed, wake those muscles up. Get ready to kill. For the next movement, we're gonna be doing side steps. Side steps is exactly what it sounds like. We're gonna be stepping over to the side, opening up our glutes again. What we wanna do is focus on floating out, try to get prepared for the defensive launch that we need. Engage our abductors, engage our core, engage our groin. Make sure with this movement that you guys are doing, that you're only pushing out this far leg and keeping this leg stationary. You wanna fully engage that butt muscle. If you're a basketball player, find yourself having weak glutes, weak hamstrings, weak quads, you're gonna definitely have knee problems, amongst other things. So make sure you lock in for this. Whew. Tell me right now, you should get a good burn. Right now I got a good burn. I can feel myself engaging, but from me doing these movements, you'll see my body launch out into different positions that gets me prepared for what I need to get prepared for. So if you guys see me in this position right now, you guys see the steps that I just did. Definitely engaging these muscles, but what you want to focus on is, all we focus on is this outside area. If you guys see me in this position, you see I primed up my muscles right now to get it prepared to launch out to the left or right side. This is to make sure that we're moving faster than our defender. And as you guys see, what I'm gonna do right now is push off this right leg, get on out, and explode. Keeping this leg stationary for a defensive position. So let's go on 3, 1, 2, boom. Get out, get out, get out, get out, get out. We'll stop here and do the same thing going back. But as you guys see, I'm focusing on launching this leg out and keeping this leg stationary, just in case I need to open up my hip and get prepared to go back on defense. Here, 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 here. And those two movements right there get you prepared for what you need to see in the game. Let's go on to the next thing. If you guys are wondering now, why do I have the band around my feet? One of the next movements that I'm gonna do is gonna be high knee. High knees, we wanna get our body into this Mario position. And the reason why the Mario position is because obviously you guys see us go into a lot of layups, a lot of explosions, and we find our bodies in a lot of triple extension. Triple extension, as you guys can see, is this leg all the way back, straight all the way up. We wanna engage all of these muscles to allow us to explode into any position that we need to be better than the next player. So what I want you to focus on right here, putting this band around your feet, giving yourself about a little less than shoulder width apart, and I want you to focus on exploding that leg up, making this resistance pull you down, and figure out how to control it. This muscle that we're engaging is this TFL muscle, We want to make sure this is strong enough to make this body work right? I would suggest you guys do 10, 3 or 2 sets of 10. Once you start feeling this burn, trust me, you're gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Ooh. By this time, you should feel a really good burn. Feeling this good burn, like I said, when you start getting ready to play, you're gonna feel that difference. So make sure you really engage this muscle. What you want to do is pick that toe up. Don't let that toe drop. Keep that toe up, keep that band on it, and keep pulling it up, engaging those muscles. That's the third pre-game warm-up. That's gonna make you feel your competition, all right? Make sure you stay tuned. Okay, if you're at this point in the video, now we're gonna move with body weight. Body weight right now, I'm gonna put our body in the prone position. I want you to put 2 hands on the wall, get a nice little distance from the wall. And what I want you to do is pick the other leg up. You're gonna be focusing on the foot that's on the floor. And what I want you to do is drop down into it. Dropping down into it means that we're loading this leg, we're engaging this butt muscle, engaging this IT band, engaging this knee, toes, and the shin muscle. And I want you guys to just drop into it, getting used to this movement, priming that body to be ready to explode up. And what you're gonna feel when you do this movement is you're gonna feel this really in your butt more than anything, but also we're building the fluidity and flossing this knee, flossing this ankle, getting them prepared for what's next. All you do is switch feet, do the same thing on the other leg. And if you find yourself doing one of the legs and the leg is like a little bit weaker than the other, definitely do more reps on that leg. Engage that muscle, stay as primed as possible. And you'll start feeling your body get into these games much easier. One thing I also like to do is swings. Put your head on the wall, your leg that's close to the wall, so make sure you keep your balance. You swing up as high as you can, fully going back, allowing your leg to come up, still engaging the hip mobility, still engaging that TFL, getting you prepared for the game. Try to get that foot up, at least eye level. 7, 8, 9, 10. And you'll start really feeling your body unlock in different ways. I'll hold on to the wall for this one, but I want you guys to do the same thing. Right there, you got 10. And I can already feel my body feeling really good, feeling like I can move how I want. Not there yet, but we're gonna keep warming up more. As you guys seen when we breaking it down, dropping it to my knee, loading the legs, and then you guys see me go with the front forward kicks. I want you guys to do the side kicks as well. Side kicks is the same thing, we just open up a different side of our hip. Our hip opens up in 3 ways, here, here, and rotational. So what we want to focus on is making sure that we can access every single point. If we need to step here, or turn out, you want to make sure we can access everything. Get those same swings in. And I know these workouts might feel kind of corny, and you're like, oh, I don't want to do that. I just want to go out there and get buckets. Like I said, depending on how many buckets you want to get and for how long, you want to make sure that you're priming this body as perfectly as possible. I do all of these movements before my game, going into my game with a good sweat. And I love playing against an opponent or a player that's going into a game cold. Reason being is, I prime my mind, I prime my body, listen to my music. I'm already prepared for what's next. And if you're not, I'm gonna beat you to the punch. If you don't work harder than me, I'm gonna beat you to the punch. I wanna keep putting myself in positions to where I'm putting myself in a better position to be able to beat you, so you can't beat me, all right? On to the next move. So going on with more movement, what I want you guys to focus on is getting these hamstrings loose. I know a lot of NBA players, I've been seeing them get a lot of hamstring tears or hamstring injuries, so what I want you to focus on is getting into these scoops. I don't know if you guys call them scoops, but get in here, allowing you to stretch out that hammy, stretch out that calf muscle, point that toe to the sky, and move progressively, all right? So let's get a couple of these. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a really good stretch for you. You'll feel it as soon as you start it, so let's keep it up. 1, make sure you're breathing through all of these stretches. If you're not getting no breath or no consistency, honestly, your body's not getting enough oxygen, which means the muscles can't be elongated how they want to. So find yourself getting into these good stretches and avoid getting injured. Best ability is availability. Going on to the last drill that I like to do. This is a drill that I learned from myself, and also I stole it from D. Allen. D. Allen is one player that has helped me kind of figure out these moves. So what I do is I keep this band around my ankle to start the game. And as when we start the game, I'm restricted. And what I want to do is I want to move with this band stopping me from moving. I want to move with it. I know it's a restriction that's not allowing me to progressively go into what I want to do, but what I want to figure out is how my body is going to access to this situation and adapt to it. Most times when you're playing the basketball, we're like, we don't like this basketball, we don't like this ref, we don't like this court, we don't come out here and just hoop. A lot of times we're not going to have the luxury of having it exactly how we want. So adapt to the situation and what you're prepared for. You know, whatever card is dealt, you have to figure out how to use it and use it to your advantage. So watch how my body moves with these movements and understand how it's going to progressively let me go into my game. So now I'm making these movements with the basketball, figuring out how to keep this body engaged. What I want you guys to focus on is when you're moving with this band, just move intentionally. It doesn't have to be anything too crazy. Just prime these muscles and watch how you explode into all of these different directions, all these different type of changes, and you're gonna feel so much healthier and so much more explosive when you play against your players, all right? Let's see. Okay, now if you wonder why I missed that shot, let me explain something to you. As you guys see me being a big guard, you see my shoulders are normally tight and my lats are normally tight. If you guys have a problem stretching out this area and you want to improve your jump shot, let's go. Come with me to the wall. A lot of players that I do know and I have worked with tends to have a lot of tight lats. So what I like to do normally is get myself into an athletic position. Try to put your elbows on the mat and just sink into it. I don't know if you guys heard that on the mic, but everything just cracked. And what you want to do right here is stretch this area and loosen it up, because as you guys see, if I come off of this and go into a shot, this part of the muscle is always engaged. So if you want to get a nice little stretch in, put yourself in this position, switch angles, and I would say hold this for about 30 to 45 seconds. Do about 3 or 4 sets of these. If you do this even when you're playing and not playing, you're gonna start realizing that your lats is opening up, and now the range of the shots that you choose to shoot actually increases, and it feels a lot better. You ever came in one day and like you shoot a free throw and you like, man, I'm not hitting today. A lot of the times is we use our body so much we don't know how to access and relieve different parts of our body. So I know I showed you guys basketball training videos, dribbling videos, scoring videos, stuff like that. I have to make sure that I prime you guys' body properly, and you guys see it here. So this right here is my pregame best routine that you could do. If you start doing this, I promise you, you're gonna see a big difference in your game. And if you don't believe it, make sure you tag me after, all right? This is day 20, it's a calm one. We got 5 more videos. Make sure you stay tuned for December 25th, because that video is gonna go crazy. Talk to you.